Okay, I want to share with you what the nature of my cluster headaches are like. They always start with a slight burn in the nostril. That's how I know it's a cluster headache. There's no other feeling in this world like the beginning of a cluster headache. So if I haven't had headaches for a while and I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden I feel a burn in my nostril, I don't waste a second getting some medicine in me quickly, because we're getting ready to go through another episode of cluster headaches. Once I feel that burn, then it's always kind of a stabbing pain, like over my eye or behind my eye. It'll just be like a pulsating stab just for a half a second or so, and then there'll be an interval in between, 30 seconds, a minute and a half, and then I'll start feeling another stab. And the cluster headache will just begin to ramp its way up, but it happens very quickly. Within about 10 minutes, I can be in debilitating pain. So once I begin to feel those pulses, then it starts usually seeding more in the eye area. And the only way that I can begin to describe what it feels like is that if you grabbed your arm and you just pinched it as hard as you could and just twisted it and you held it there, if you take that pain and you multiply it by about 2 times, that's what it's like having a cluster headache. It's like somebody's just pinching your eye and they won't stop pinching it, and the pain is excruciating, and that can last all the way up to an hour and a half. So it works its way into the eye, it builds in intensity, and then the pain starts going all the way up in the top of my head and down into my neck. And a lot of times it's a stabbing, like pulsating pain where all I can do is just kind of moan and groan, and I'll say, Jesus, relieve the pain in one breath, and then I'll say the worst cursed word that will come out of my mouth in the next, because the pain is just, it's unbearable. I've been on the floor just screaming and hollering before. Anyway, that's what a cluster headache is like for me. If I don't get the medicine in me quick enough, it starts with a slight burn. I feel some pulsating up here. It begins to work into my eye and begins to pinch gradually, slowly, until it gets into a deep-seated pinching pain. And then it works its way up in my head, and I feel throbbing all in my jaw area and my neck and in my head. So